Season 3 of Bel-air was nothing short of explosive, delivering intense drama, emotional turmoil, and unexpected twists that kept fans on the edge of their seat. From the evolving relationships within the Banks family to the resurfacing of past demons, this season packed a punch, leaving viewers with plenty to ponder. In particular, the finale centered around Hilary's engagement to Lamarcus, and her unresolved feelings for Jazz set the stage for a heart-wrenching conclusion. Let's dive into the major plot points of the finale and answer the burning question: does Hilary marry Lamarcus? Hilary Coco Jones had quite the emotional roller coaster throughout the season. She found herself caught in a love triangle between her current fiancé Lamarcus Justin Cornwell and her ex Jazz Jordan L. Jones. Despite her commitment to Lamarcus, there was always an unresolved tension between her and Jazz, stemming from their past relationship. This tension came to a head in episode 9, when Hilary and Jazz met for what was supposed to be a night of closure. Instead, it ended with a kiss, reigniting feelings that had never fully gone away. The wedding planning continued, but Hilary was weighed down by guilt. She never told Lamarcus about her encounter with Jazz, and as the wedding day approached, things became even more complicated when Hilary lost her engagement ring. The missing ring symbolized the internal conflict she was experiencing, her hesitation to fully let go of Jazz while preparing to marry another man. In the lead-up to the wedding, Hilary turned to her mother, Vivian Cassandra Freeman, for advice. She had recently learned about an infidelity in her parents' marriage and asked Vivian how she had dealt with it. Vivian's response was poignant. Sometimes knowing everything in a relationship is more harmful than helpful. This conversation left Hilary grappling with whether she should be honest with Lamarcus or continue keeping secrets. As Hilary frantically searched for her engagement ring, Jazz discovered it back in Los Angeles. He saw it as a sign. Perhaps this was fate, giving him another chance to win Hilary back. Jazz called Will Jabari Banks, who informed Hilary and Jazz agreed to personally deliver the ring to Martha's Vineyard, where the wedding was set to take place. The scene where Jazz hands Hilary the ring was full of tension. He wanted to tell her that finding the ring was a sign they were meant to be together, but Hilary quickly shut that down, telling him she was happy with Lamarcus. Jazz, heartbroken but respectful, said his goodbyes, knowing he had to let her go. However, the situation took a dramatic turn when Lamarcus saw Jazz hugging Hilary. His suspicions were confirmed when Hilary confessed not only that Jazz had her ring, but also that they had kissed. Furious and hurt, Lamarcus called off the wedding, leaving Hilary devastated. With the wedding seemingly cancelled, Hilary was left reeling. But thanks to Will and Ashley's intervention, Lamarcus eventually agreed to hear Hilary out. In a heartfelt declaration of love, Hilary promised Lamarcus that she was committed to him and their future together. She asked him to meet her at the altar, but Lamarcus never explicitly said he would. As the wedding ceremony began, the audience was left wondering whether Lamarcus would show up. Tension built as members of the wedding party walked down the aisle, and just when it seemed like Hilary would be left at the altar, Lamarcus arrived. The two exchanged their vows, and it appeared as though they were headed for a happily ever after. But in true Bel-air fashion, the happiness was short-lived. While on their honeymoon in Turks and Caicos, Hilary and Lamarcus were enjoying a romantic evening when tragedy struck. As Hilary prepared drinks, Lamarcus collapsed in their hotel room. When she returned, she found him lifeless. This shocking twist not only ended the season on a somber note, but it also left viewers with a slew of questions. Was Lamarcus' death an accident, or was something more sinister at play? And how will Hilary cope with the loss of her husband, especially after all the emotional turmoil she endured leading up to their wedding? While Hilary's storyline took center stage in the finale, Carlton's Ollie Sholaton emotional journey was equally compelling. Carlton, who had struggled with substance abuse and anxiety throughout the season, found solace in his budding relationship with Amira Alicia Pascual Pena. However, their romance was cut short when Amira nearly drowned in the country club pool. Though Amira survived, the incident left a lasting impact on Carlton. In the finale, Amira revealed that she was leaving Los Angeles to seek treatment at a rehab facility in Boston. Their farewell scene was bittersweet, with Amira confessing her love for Carlton before saying goodbye. This development marked a turning point for Carlton. Though heartbroken, he seemed determined to focus on his recovery and his relationship with his family, particularly his father, Philip Adrian Holmes, had improved significantly over the course of the season. The subplot involving Blackcess, the social media platform created by Will, Carlton and their friends, also reached a resolution in the finale. After discovering that their new investor was none other than Drew's Nicholas Davenay father, tensions were high. Drew had caused significant trouble for both Will and Carlton earlier in the season, and the idea of working with him seemed impossible. However, in a surprising twist, Will played the role of peacemaker. He proposed that they set aside their personal differences and focus on the mission of Blackcess. Both Drew and Carlton agreed, marking a rare moment of unity between the rivals. This resolution hinted at the potential for further collaboration and conflict in future seasons. Geoffrey Jimmy A. King Bowler, the bank's family's loyal house manager, had been grappling with his past throughout the season. His relationship with his estranged son had been strained, and he had considered leaving town to protect his family from the consequences of his past actions. In the finale, Geoffrey made the difficult decision to say goodbye. During the wedding festivities, he shared heartfelt moments with each member of the bank's family, offering advice and expressing his love for them. At the reception, Geoffrey quietly walked away, leaving behind a note for Philip signaling his departure. Geoffrey's exit sets up an intriguing storyline for Season 4. Will he return to the bank's family, or will his past catch up with him in a way that puts them all in danger? As if the finale wasn't dramatic enough, the final moments delivered two shocking twists that will undoubtedly shape the next season. First, Vivian Cassandra Freeman discovered that she was pregnant, hinting at the arrival of a new bank's family member. Fans of The Fresh Prince of Bel-air may recognize this as a nod to the original series, where the youngest bank's child, Nikki, was introduced later in the show's run. The second twist was even more chilling. Will, who had been searching for Geoffrey, was kidnapped by the same group of thugs who had attacked Geoffrey's son earlier in the season. This cliffhanger raises serious questions about Will's fate and the length to which Geoffrey's enemies will go to settle old scores. Season 3 of Bel-air left fans with plenty to think about. From Hilary's heart-wrenching journey to Carlton's path to redemption, and from Geoffrey's mysterious departure to Will's shocking kidnapping, the final was packed with drama, emotion, and unexpected twists. As we look ahead to Season 4, the fate of the bank's family hangs in the balance. Will Hilary recover from the loss of Lamarcus? Can Carlton stay on the path to recovery? And what will happen to Will now that he's in the hands of dangerous criminals? One thing's for sure, Bel-air continues to captivate audiences with its fresh take on the classic story, delivering powerful performances and gripping storylines that leave viewers wanting more.